Welcome back, guys! It feels good to be back with you here on Anime Sensei. There are some secrets we all hold, and for some main characters, their monstrous powers are their secrets. There are some overpowered characters with power that no one knows about. They'll do everything they can to ensure that this power is not exposed to the outside world. In most cases, they're not successful, and so this brings us to the list for today. 10. Sacred 7. Alma lives a terribly lonely life. One day, he's visited by Ruri, who is accompanied by her butler and maids. She knows that the power of Sacred 7 is within him. She asks him to lend her his power, but Alma refuses due to dark events in his past that lead to him living a quiet and lonely life. However, unlucky for Alma and his quiet life, a dark creature suddenly arrives in his peaceful town of residence, and only Alma's Sacred 7 powers are the path to defeat it. So, Alma is forced out of retirement and once again put down at the battlefield, where he will battle the dark creatures to keep his world safe and secure from these looming threats. 9. Kaifuku Jujutsu. Admit it right now, you guys already watched this show, or at least heard of it to say the least. This show became so notorious after its first controversial episode debuted to the point that a lot of the streaming sites had banned it, since it was too hentai-like. This show definitely takes things to its extremes. It isn't for the faint of heart in the least. It has rape scenes and torture as well as many more extreme scenes that I prefer not to talk about for spoiler reasons. Just go and watch for yourself and be the judge of this show yourselves. You'll either like it or hate it. There is no in-between. 8. Kurozuka. This anime is a what-if scenario coming into fruition after the supposed death of the legendary samurai Minamoto no Yoshitsune, or for short, Kurao, because there's no way in hell I'll keep saying his full name this whole video. This guy has proven himself as a powerful historical figure, and a very strong one at that, to say the least. In this what-if tale, he's an immortal and in love with a vampire. The series is kind of complicated for the first few episodes, but give it time and it'll grow on you, explaining all your questions in later episodes. 7. Zetman. Heroes in comics and shows make fighting bad guys and delivering justice seem so easy. In this anime, however, they take us back to the tragic story of the hero and how Zetman became the hero he is. Having faced lots of tragedies in his childhood, Kanazaki Jin swears to help everyone so they won't face the same pain he went through. He's a hero of vengeance, a dark horse if you may, someone ready to pay the cost whatever it is as long as he can protect everyone around him. Jin has to live with the truth that not everyone can be saved, though in sometimes whatever you do, it's just not enough. In this battle of ideals in a harsh, monstrous world, he has to stand his ground and protect his ideals, being the badass hero the world needs. 6. Goblin Slayer. He isn't a man of many words. He prefers to let his actions talk instead, and his actions speak one word: total freaking badass. Even though he's a very powerful and capable adventurer that can accept high-level requests from guilds, he disregards those requests and accepts quests that are exclusively related to goblins and killing goblins. He is ruthless to those critters and won't even show mercy to the newly born ones. You might think he's a monster and a savage, but one thing is for sure: he knows everything about goblins and how they counter each and every one of them effectively and most efficiently. The moment you see his eyes flaring red, you better hold on to your seats, as he's going to perform something so wild that will have you jumping out of them with hype and excitement. 5. Owari no Seraph. Vampires sure enjoy their long slumbers now, don't they? I mean, it's been so long, and we haven't heard even a rumor as to when this show is returning to the screen. One of the best vampire anime out there. It wouldn't be wrong to say that Owari no Seraph is one of the OG anime titles from the second half of the last decade. Sure, the story can be absurd most of the time, with Virus, the H-13, and Moon Demon Company making it hard for you to take the anime seriously. But I'm pretty sure we all can agree that the show punished us hard for that, delivering action and OSTs that just haven't left our head, even after all this time. It's about time Michaela and Yuichiro make their return to the screen, since after that second season, the third's going to be a banger for sure. 4. When translating this series title, it might not seem like much for someone and think that it's just another boring, sleazy harem anime, but in reality, it's actually a very enjoyable and fun-to-watch series about a boy named Bell that dreams of becoming a dungeon raider. And with his ability to learn, adapt, and level up way faster than anyone around him, he's able to rise through the ranks and attain the title of Little Rookie as his first step into becoming a powerful dungeon raider. Even though he faces a lot of obstacles in his way, he isn't going to give up his dream anytime soon. 3. Zetsuin no Tempest. Yoshino Takigawa is secretly dating his best friend's younger sister. This seemingly ordinary teenager is having the time of his life. But when his girlfriend Aika mysteriously dies and his best friend Mahiro leaves to hunt down the culprit behind his beloved younger sister's murder, Yoshino doesn't really falter much. He keeps his life continued as usual until he's confronted by a mysterious girl who puts a gun to his head. It's only then that Mahiro arrives in the nick of time to rescue Yoshino from sudden death. Mahiro tells him that he's enlisted the help of a witch named Hazake Kusaribe to find the murderer behind Aika's death and to find the existence of an ancient power known as the Tree of Exodus. The witch's brother aims to make this power his very own, but Hakaze and Mahiro have other plans. However, Hakaze is banished to a faraway land, and it's up to Yoshino and Mahiro to help the witch and solve the murder of Mahiro's younger sister. 2. Dororo. Before I get into it, this is one of the best anime I've seen in recent memory. Dororo follows Hyakimaru and Dororo on their journey as a ronin and his apprentice. Hyakimaru searches for limbs and body parts of his that were stolen by demons. Majority of his body is prosthetics, so he doesn't feel pain in most of it. He also has enhanced physical capabilities, but they're hindered at times due to his prosthetics. But his demonic strength and enchanted senses make up for it. Being born blind, he has the power of soul sight, which helps him see the color of other souls, both human and demons. Not to mention, he couldn't speak, so he used telepathy to communicate with Dororo. He's a master swordsman who can cut down basically anyone and anything in his path. Hyakimaru is truly a protagonist for the ages, especially when he's in full form. 1. Parasite, the Maxim. Ever heard of the game Prototype? Well, watching this series gives the exact same vibes. It's lots of blood slicing and dicing gore to its utmost limit, and the most important, a nonchalant, badass MC. The parasites are an alien race that came to Earth for one simple reason: destroy and eradicate humans and control all of them. One thing led to the other, and the MC found his body being invaded by a parasite. What does he do? He isolates it from reaching his mind, of course, rather than panic and cry like a baby. He learns to use his newfound powers to destroy and beat other evil parasites. He even once walked into a storm of blades without being touched once, and without batting an eyelid. That's the definition of badass, if you ask me. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!